Whether it makes you laugh, cry, scream, or fly, there's a song for every emotion. We're Mike and Priya, and we talk about the songs that make up the soundtrack to your life. Because life is, what is it, Mike?
It's in the lyrics.
That's right.
Hello, little listeners, and welcome back.
Well, we haven't been away. I mean, we've posted weekly episodes as usual. We've not been away, but you've been away.
We've posted?
Oh.
Back it up, sister. Who's posted?
I see. You're landing on that. Okay. You have posted as usual.
Erratically and behind.
That's fine.
But they have been posted. Yes,
we had posted. A glitch. We had a glitch on the last episode.
Oh, yeah, right? That's right. We did. Yeah.
That was interesting. And we...
Oh, you're talking posted our episodes. I was thinking Instagram.
No need to talk about the many things that you post and I don't, Mike, okay? Why are we harping on that?
That's
it's our first week back after you've been away for a couple of weeks and already you're...
Being a bitch?
Yeah, you're on.
No, I was just saying I was confused. I thought you were... I was thinking Instagram when you said, well, we've been posting.
On our social?
Yeah, on our social.
But you have been on holidays.
Yes.
Holiday.
Yeah. Celebrate.
Yeah. So tell us everything. Where did you go? How was it? How was the weather?
Yeah. So we went to Haida Gwaii. Haida Gwaii is an archipelago or archipelago. Archipelago? Something like that. It's a group of islands off of British Columbia in Canada.
So which one of the group did you go to?
We went to several.
Oh.
There's like 200 islands in this archipelago.
Okay.
I don't know why I can't say that word, but I can't.
I think we just need to learn how to pronounce this word. So
what?
Archipelago.
Archipelago.
There we go.
Archipelago.
There we go. Thank
you.
It's
an archipelago.
Thank you, the Google.
Okay. And and so it's indigenous land. So it's co-owned by the Haida people and the sovereign Canada. But it's the Haida are equal owners of the land and they equally govern. It's a unique arrangement and a model for indigenous
Is that
populations.
a new model?
Relatively, yeah. So it was... it really kind of came to a head in the 80s when the Haida people blocked some clear-cut foresting plans. And I mean, I could go into lots of, history and detail. No, okay. It really was fascinating though. It was absolutely gorgeous. I was blown away with how beautiful it was, how wonderful the people were, so friendly.
Are there a lot of indigenous people still on the islands?
50% of the population is indigenous, but it's not a very populous group of islands. I think there's something like only 3,000 people that live there.
On how many islands? 22, or did you say like 200?
I think it's like 200.
How can there be that many islands? Like
people live on... some of them are probably really little.
Just like rocks? Like nobody lives... People don't live on all the islands?
No. And like the largest town is, I think like just over 900 people.
Oh, that's tiny.
It's tiny.
So how do you get from island to island? Do you row a boat?
You can.
Can you row your boat?
Yes, you can. What we did was we took where the airport is. You take a ferry from that island, Moresby Island. You take a ferry to the larger island. I can't remember what the name is, and we stayed on the larger island.
Okay, but the islands are close enough that you could just paddle from one to another?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, one day we went on a kayaking trip.
Right.
There was a whole group of us. I think we had 18 of us, and we kayaked from island to island. Another day we did a boat tour, and we went on those kind of inflatable raft boats that the
whitewater
Coast
rafting?
Guards use.
Okay.
You know those?
Yeah.
They go really fast.
Yeah.
And we went around one of the big islands, Louise Island.
Okay.
We saw sea lions. We saw a shark.
Oh.
We saw
Wait. What kind of shark? Did you
like a salmon shark, it's called.
So did you see the fin?
Yes.
Is that what you saw?
We were in this bay and there was this fin
right
in the water. And we were like, what is that?
Like close?
Yeah. So and it was right near us. It was my niece, Rachel, I think, who saw it first. There's like a big, okay, so just to backtrack a bit, there are a lot of family.
Mhm.
We had 2 boats of people because there were so many people on this boat tour. And I was on a boat with a lot of my family, like my extended family from Don. So shout out to the Ainsley tour delay. Oh no, there were no tours on there. No, Ainsley, Essen, and Ainsley DeLeo families.
Okay.
So my niece, one of my nieces, Jess, her partner Jeff was really keen. He wanted to see a whale. He really like ideally he wanted to see an orca, but it was all
Right.
about spotting the wildlife, right? And so he was like laser focused on
Yeah.
trying to see a whale, and he did see. He said he saw a whale tail go in the water. So we went out to try and find it, but we didn't see it. But while we were out looking, we found this shark. Like Rachel, my other niece, saw the shark fin. So that was swimming around. And then we went to this other smaller island. There were all these sea lions on it. There were lots of sea otters that we saw. It was just, I mean, and of course, lots of birds.
No, no, I guess penguins would be like only in the cold Arctic, right?
I guess. I don't
Okay.
know.
That's
But-
pretty cool though. I would want to be seeing whales and dolphins and stuff if I was out there.
Dawn and I saw a whale the first day we were there. Yeah, we went to this. There's this one tourist place called Balance Rock, and when the tide is out, you can go out onto this very rocky area,
Right.
and there's this huge, huge rock that looks like it's balancing on just like a little piece of it. I don't know how it's sitting
Yeah.
there. So, anyways, it's a place where a lot of people go and get photos taken. And as we were walking along the beach, Dawn was like, "Did I just see a spout of water?" And sure enough, there was a gray whale that had
Oh,
been
man.
just hanging out for that week in that part. And so we got to see it. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Now, in addition to all of that wildlife and the beauty, and there's a rainforest. We went hike. We did a lot of hiking. It was great. Beaches were amazing. But of course, in addition to all of this, and most importantly, these are Indigenous lands. There's an incredible Haida museum there, which
Okay.
was like amazing. Our boat trip, what we did was we had this tour guide, and they took us to 2 Indigenous villages. And these were thriving communities in up until the late 1800s, and so they were all in ruins, right? Like
Okay.
they had been left when. Again, I'm gonna go.
You learned a lot of history about this.
I could talk a lot about it, but anyways,
We
they
only
have
we have a limited time on this episode, right?
Okay. So amazing. Highly recommend anybody should go. Haida Gwaii is like in the top 10 of Condé Nast places to travel to.
Really?
Yes.
In the
Yeah.
world?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I know.
I've never heard of it.
I know. It's like a little secret paradise.
Okay.
Yeah. So beautiful place, absolutely wonderful people and experience, and it was a great time. And so thank you, Mary, who was a guest on our episode.
Yes, she was. Hey, Mary.
It was her birthday. She's the one who made it happen, and met some amazing people. We had a great time, and yeah, that was my trip.
That's amazing. You were gone for 2 weeks?
No, I think it was like 8 days or something
Oh,
like
it
that.
felt like a long time.
Yeah,
I didn't
know.
like it.
Oh, really?
I didn't like it.
Aw.
I didn't see you.
You
for a
missed
long
me?
time. I did.
Oh, thank you.
I did, yeah. So it feels weird. It's like, it's been what, 3 weeks since we've been in the recording?
No, hasn't been that long.
Well, it wasn't last weekend. It wasn't the weekend before. It was maybe the weekend before.
Huh. So 2 weeks.
Well, this would be the third.
Third
so
weekend.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do
okay.
that again.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, and what about you? What have you been up to while I was away?
Well, I mean, I guess the only significant thing has been, well, I did plant my garden late.
Oh,
late,
nice.
finally. And hoping that it starts to thrive.
Well, it's been very cool.
Extremely cool. A
Yeah.
lot of rain. And which the rain would have
Yeah,
been
it's
great
good.
if I'd had my plants in the ground by
Oh,
then.
right. Yeah.
But it was too cold for that. So anyways, we put our plants in and I'm hoping that they grow. We did a ton of weeding. Like there was
Oh,
just
yeah.
a shit ton of weeds in the backyard because I don't know what all weeds look like. So the backyard was full of this beautiful green foliage. And then we had a couple of friends come by who know more. And I was like, what is this stuff? And they were like, that's a weed. And I thought, oh, okay. It took us like 3 or 4 days of weeding section by section
Right.
to get it all
Is
out.
it a big garden?
It's like the whole perimeter of the backyard
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah.
pretty much, not the whole, actually half of it, but it's a lot of,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot. It's beautiful. We got a lot of raspberry bushes, but
Mm.
they were kind of being engulfed in the weeds. So we wanted to pull those out. So that was one thing, which I'm very happy about. And the other thing was we had our launch party for the TTC ad campaign.
Right. Yes, I saw
Which
some.
now, yesterday for the first time, I saw one of the posters.
Was it you?
It wasn't me. Mine doesn't start until I think the 15th. I don't know what date we're at here, but I think the 15th, and it runs for 2 months. So it's like 2 batches.
What is it?
So
For our little listeners, tell them what it is.
yeah, this is a campaign by Plant-Based Toronto to just sort of kind of share the message of, the plant-based lifestyle, and that it's not all like super serious and we just eat wheatgrass and we complain about vegan rights and all that. It's just like, it's just showcasing all these amazing people, 22 posters of various plant-based individuals from the city doing everything from consulting with the city on nutrition and education to a lot of chefs, a lot of researchers. Then there's me. There's a vegan bodybuilder who has, he's thriving with leukemia and as a bodybuilder, a natural bodybuilder. So there's just a real variety. It says the ages of everybody and how long they've been vegan, which is, pretty interesting to see. And they're just a really beautiful poster. So they're going to be on the TTC in the subway cars from now until the middle or end of July. So if you see one of these on your travels, if you're in Toronto, please post it and hashtag Plant-Based Toronto.
Nice.
Yeah.
And hashtag life is in the lyrics.
And hashtag life is in the lyrics.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, how did you get connected to this?
So the organizers of this, one of the organizers, the brainchild, behind this campaign is a friend of mine named Matt Noble. He runs the Toronto Vegetarian Food Bank, and all the events that I do as the social herbivore, a portion of the proceeds go to support the Toronto Vegetarian Food Bank. So he was coming up with the list of people, and it's really cool because they have a great variety of, he was like, they didn't just want a bunch of straight white people, so they have a really good mix of people from different cultural backgrounds, different, just different backgrounds of all sorts. And in terms of what we do. So I'm kind of the vegan entertainer person, but there's really a really cool posters and a lot of cool people. So it was amazing to meet them all.
I saw some sort of social media post where you were on stage with somebody.
Yeah. So we had a massive launch party. There were, I think, there were 250 people there.
It looked huge.
It was.
Yeah.
It was incredible. It was such a fun night. We had an amazing DJ, the Patchouli brothers. And God, I haven't danced in forever. So that was a lot of fun. I think I danced for like 2 hours. It was awesome.
Oh, nice.
Awesome stuff. And it was the only time that most of the people who are in the campaign were in one place. So we got to kind of introduce them all and have them all come up and then take a group shot and everything. So yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Wow. Look forward to that. And little listeners, keep your eyes peeled.
Keep your eyes peeled.
And you don't have to be a vegan to keep your eyes peeled.
You don't.
Yeah.
Your eyes banana peeled.
Well, that's great.
So, Mike, I have a question for you while you're on vacation. And, when you're on vacation, you just want to indulge, you want to let loose, cut loose, just be a little less strict on your diet and enjoy life. So,
where are you going with this?
Where I'm going with this is, how's the no sugar going?
Well. Let's see. How is the no sugar going? Well, I did take a little bit of a break over the vacation because there were birthdays that we celebrated. So my sister-in-law, Mary, it was her birthday. A cousin that was there, it was her birthday. So there were several cakes, and I was going to have some of that. So I did.
Have your cake and eat that cake too. Okay.
I did. Did I indulge though? Or should I say, did I overindulge?
Right.
No, I did not.
Okay. So you had one piece of cake at each time?
No. They were small pieces.
Okay, yes.
And I actually baked 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
There were 3 cakes. I baked 2.
Right.
And I iced 2. So.
I mean, you got to taste before you allow other people to eat.
Exactly. I wouldn't want to poison everyone.
No.
And I do love cake, especially birthday cake.
You also love cookies.
I do love cookies.
And you also love squares.
I love anything with sugar.
And you also love brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it's true. So yes, I did indulge a little bit,
Mhm.
but I have gone back. Well, that's not true actually, because I had a square yesterday.
Oh my God.
But I've significantly reduced my sugar
All
intake,
right.
and I'm going to try to continue with that
Uh-huh.
significant reduction.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it's really funny. I was at my mom's place yesterday visiting with my niece and nephew. My
hmm
niece just turned 6, okay? She is the cutest thing.
hmm
We will post to our social. Sorry, excuse me. You will post to our social a video I will send to you of her
Okay.
and I singing Let It Be.
Okay.
She is so cute. But my brother was heading to Tim Hortons. And he said, does anybody want anything when I come back?
hmm
My mom said, I'll have a coffee. And Gobi, my niece, says, she gets off the couch in like an instant. Turns around. She says, I'll have a Timbits. And he said, Gobi, didn't you say that you're addicted to sugar? And she was like, And he said, didn't you say that? So we have to work on that, right?
hmm
She goes, yeah, but maybe just one Timbit? One birthday sprinkles Timbit?
How old is she?
6. But she has acknowledged, and she will say, she's like, sugar is not good for you. It's not good.
Oh, wow.
Don't eat too much sugar. And then she will stuff her face with sugar all day
Right.
long.
Right.
So,
How do you feel about that? 6 years old and already having food issues.
well, I mean, all kids are addicted to sugar,
Yeah, I know, but
right?
they don't know.
No, I know. She's very conscious of the fact that she just likes to eat too much sugar because I
Yeah.
think they are like, you've already had this today and this and this. And she goes, but I like it. And they're like, but it's not good for you. So she knows it's not good. She knows she has a lot of it. She's made the connection.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
just hasn't yet, figured out how to curb it.
Right. I'm
Well,
sorry. How old are you?
I'm 56.
Okay. So she's,
And I still haven't figured it out.
that's what I mean.
That was not a criticism.
No.
I was just saying
She's working on it. She's
for a
working
bright
on
girl.
it.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, in honor of your sugar deprivation, I thought we'd do an episode on songs about sugar.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds great. Yes. That's
Yes.
what we'll do. But before we do,
Yes.
by the time this episode comes out,
Right.
it will be coming out on June 25th.
The day before.
My birthday.
Yes.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my Marilyn.
That's
To
lovely.
you.
Yeah.
No?
Okay. No.
You don't want me to finish?
No, please don't.
Okay.
But yes, so my birthday falls at the end of June, and in Toronto and many cities, the end of June is also the annual celebration and recognition of Pride. Yeah. So that I am gay and I am born on the
Wait,
eve.
what?
I know.
You're gay?
I know I am. It's true.
Stop the music.
Shocker. I know. So something came to my attention recently.
Oh,
How long have you been living in Toronto, Priya?
my entire life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How many Pride parades have you been to?
Oh, wow. I did not see this coming. I should have seen where this was going. I know this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
Not a single Pride parade. You've never been to a Pride parade.
I'm not going to that despicable display. No, it's just, I don't know why. Okay, I do know why.
Okay.
Generally speaking, I'm at the island.
Right.
I'm usually at the island, but for the
Do you
past,
work Pride? You always work on Pride?
I have, but
Right.
not for the last few years. And then something has always, I don't know, like it just hasn't happened. And every year I think, I'm going to go to Pride this year. I'm going to go to Pride. I mean, and I've gone to different events around Pride. I just haven't seen the parade itself, except for on TV. And I don't know why.
Do you like parades in general?
I mean, you know what? I've never been to the Caravana parade.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been to what other parade? Santa Claus
Santa
parade?
Claus?
I've never been to a parade. That's true. Yeah, I've never been to a
You've
parade.
never been to any parades?
Have you been to those? Have you been to the Santa
I've
Claus?
seen Caravana. I have been to the Santa Claus.
You've seen Caravana, meaning you've gone to the parade?
I haven't actually intentionally gone to the parade, but I've been in the city when the parade's been on and seen parts of the parade.
Okay.
So the intention wasn't to go to the parade, but I
Right.
did end up seeing it.
Well, and I've seen that parade many times. I haven't seen the Santa Claus parade in person, but I mean, I've not been in the vicinity because it's too cold.
Well, Pride, you're gonna have to.
This year,
I
I'm
think
gonna
we
come.
break. You're gonna break your
We
Pride
got
parade
to.
virginity. To be clear, I'm not saying you have, like, I think you should go to the parade and be like standing in the throngs of people
Okay.
for, hours.
Right.
My recommendation, what I've done in the past is I've gone through the corralling area
Mm-hmm.
where all the floats are. Go take a look at the floats.
Okay.
Sometimes I know people that are in the parade. I'll go say hi, but then I beeline it to the beer garden.
Oh, you get there before the crowds.
Yeah.
That was a smart guy.
It's so much fun.
So smart.
It's because then you get in before the lineups.
Yes.
You got a fairly good buzz going on by the
Mm-hmm.
time the parade's over and people start coming in. And people are just so happy and it's so festive and it's such a good time.
Okay, that's my plan because you said you're running the 5K.
On Saturday, June 28th, I'm doing the Pride and Remembrance Run, and it's also a fundraiser. So if people would like to
Donate.
help me
Yeah.
reach my goal, they can go to HTTPS short
You don't
link.
have to say that. You don't have
Yeah,
to say
okay. So
Just say
I'll put the link in the bio.
that. Let's make sure we do that. And
Yeah.
we'll put it in the description of the episode too.
Yeah,
So people
okay.
can donate. Yeah, you haven't sent that to me. I'm surprised. So send that to me too.
Oh, really?
Because I always,
Pretty sure I did.
I don't think you did.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
sure you
send
did.
it to you.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Now, so happy birthday. Happy
Thank
early
you.
birthday, Mike.
Thank you.
Now, first of all, before we get to our songs about sugar,
Mm-hmm.
which is mostly just to torture you, you realize that, right?
Right, yeah.
We have a new segment thanks to our good friend Sue.
Thank you, Sue.
Thank you, Sue. We haven't
How
got
did this come up?
Okay, this came up yesterday when we were at Taste of Little Italy. And Mike came out and joined us. And we were just hanging out and we were listening to some music. And we were talking about the pod. And then she said, you know what you guys should do? You should listen to a new song that's just been released and just give your first impressions on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's a great idea. And Mike was like, that's a great idea. And so I just thought it would be a slight tweak on that idea for one of us to have known a song and introduce it to the other person so that we can frame it, give it some context. So I do have a song for you to listen to today.
Okay.
It is Joe Jonas's new single, Heart by Heart. So we're going to listen to that and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Do 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 do.
All right, Mike. So, first impressions.
Okay, full transparency. I'm not a Joe Jonas fan.
Neither am I really. Okay.
I just I don't know the guy,
Mhm.
obviously, never met him, but just the things that I've read about him, I just can't get, there's a part of me that can't get past that preconceived opinion of him.
Okay.
That being said, we did just listen to the song and watch the video.
Yes.
But then I had to turn away because I was trying to listen to the music
Right.
without looking at him.
Okay.
Because it just was reminding me that I
Oh, interesting.
have a
Okay.
bad vibe about him.
Okay.
The song is good. I think it's a good song.
Yeah.
I like, it's catchy. And it's got a good vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. What is it that you've read about him that you don't makes you not like him? out of
There's
curiosity?
just too much of the, and who knows how much of it's true, but the whole history with Taylor Swift and then his ex-wife, Sophie, whatever,
Yeah.
and
This song is apparently about her.
also I watched some movie about the Jonas Brothers.
Like, was it their documentary?
I think it was their documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was kind of surprised about some of the stuff in there because, what we what I thought about them, based on what was written about them was these, they were these young Christian boys with their chastity
Promise
rings
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah, chastity, yeah.
And meanwhile, they're dating all these young Selena Gomez's and Taylor Swift's and blah, blah, blah.
But they did maintain their chastity for a long
Yeah,
time.
sure, whatever.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know. I don't know. There's just like an icky feeling I have about him. And I
Interesting.
don't, it's probably not fair. I don't know
That's
him.
funny to me because you said that you really like the music of one of Taylor's recent exes.
Matty Healy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like an asshole.
19. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know him either, but he doesn't present well in the media.
Yeah,
it
like
seems.
he actually says a lot of pretty bad shit about
Yeah.
people.
Before, I don't know if it was before he dated Taylor Swift, but I was cotton on to the 1975, and I had watched some stuff online,
Mhm.
and there was this one kind of like documentary interview in Manchester with him, and he's he's pretty edgy, but I thought he was kind of brilliant and interesting to listen to.
Right.
And then the whole Taylor Swift thing,
Yeah.
and then and he is controversial. So yeah, I don't know. I just
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I will say too that I'm not specifically a Jonas Brothers fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I never was like a
No, me
groupie or
either.
anything.
Yeah.
But every song I've heard of theirs, I quite enjoy. Like they're all really catchy.
Mm-hmm.
They're well written. They're fun. They're different. Like they all like at least the newer songs have different kind of vibes, which I like.
They're different song by song, or different.
Yeah, they're different
from...
song by song. Like I feel like they don't have like some artists have like a sound.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they would be known for like catchy pop tunes,
Mm-hmm.
but within that, I feel like their songs can be quite unique one from the other.
Okay.
So I do like that. I've become a bigger fan of theirs as I've as I've seen Nick Jonas be a coach on The Voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, when you see like the depth of music knowledge that people have, that gave me respect for him. I really liked what I saw of him. And this album by Joe Jonas, I'm obsessed.
Oh,
I love this album,
good. Yeah.
top to bottom. There's one song on it, only one that's kind of like, okay, take it or leave it. But it is an incredible album. It's getting fabulous reviews, and it really does go across different genres.
Okay.
So I just, I would recommend you try listening to it,
Okay.
even if you don't love him. And I agree, like when he and Sophie Turner kind of broke up, it did not happen in the best way. Like,
It certainly in the media it wasn't presented very
right.
well.
And she, I think, was trying to repair things, and he was just like, I'm done, I'm out. This album is pretty much about the after effects of that and
Right.
him as a person, like dealing with it all. There are some really, really great lyrics
Really?
on this album. Yeah. Really.
Really? I don't. What, do you find Joe Jonas attractive?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
I don't really understand what people see, like what women see in him.
Real? You mean physically?
Yeah.
Are your eyes broken?
He's not ugly, but he's not.
First of all, he's got
heartthrob.
bedroom eyes. Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, he is. You might need to look at some other photos. I mean, I actually love him in this video. I think he's very sexy in it. But he has bedroom eyes. I mean, him and Nick Jonas, very handsome in very different ways. It's funny that you don't think he's handsome.
Yeah, I never really understood the Joe Jonas obsession with like girls with him. But
Okay.
anyways.
All
All right.
Well,
Well, thank you for that. So that was Joe Jonas, Heart by Heart, released this year, right?
Yeah.
2015? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And what album's that on?
It's called Music for People Who Believe in Love.
All right. Okay.
Check it out, folks.
Little listeners.
It's a great album
Priya's first recommendation
Yeah.
on our new segment.
called, we don't know what it's called.
We don't know what it's called. We haven't
No.
figured out because
No.
we only came up with the idea yesterday.
That's right. Well, Sue came up with the idea yesterday, but if you guys have ideas for what it should be called, we're happy to do it. I did propose to Mike that it would be called The First Time Ever I Heard This Song. And he was like, no.
No, I think we should. I think we should percolate a little bit. Yeah.
Moving along.
All right. Well, here we are. We're talking about sugar.
Sugar.
Da, 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 da. Honey, honey.
Bum, 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 bum.
You are my candy girl. And you got me wanting you.
We didn't even plan that. That just happened spontaneously.
Yeah, that did.
I know. I love when that happens.
Do you know who sang that?
The Archies.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Do you know any other songs by them?
No.
Same here. No,
No.
I don't either.
So I have a couple of songs here.
Yeah.
And that was going to be my last. So we just sang that. And that
Yeah.
was going to be my last song that I was going to list because That song came out in 1969, and that was the year
That's
I
your
was born.
birthday. Aw.
Yeah. All
We
right.
got that one covered.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of songs.
What immediately came to mind before you started looking?
The first song that came to my mind?
Yeah.
Probably this one, and the other one was Sugar by Maroon 5.
Right. Yeah.
Sugar, yes, please. Won't you come and put it down on me?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I love the video to that.
Yes, that's when he goes to all the weddings, right?
Yeah, and
He
surprises.
crashed people's weddings. I
Yep.
love that video. The other song is Pour Some Sugar on Me. That one also popped into my head.
Right. Okay.
Has to be those two.
So the Maroon 5 Sugar, that
Mm-hmm.
was the first thing that came to my mind when we were talking about this episode.
Do you like that song?
I did. Yeah, I do like that song. I do. But, there's another guy
I
who's
know.
kind of ruined it for me.
I know.
Adam Levine just seems like such a dick.
But is it because of the sort of engagement he was having with some girl online? Is that specifically it, or is there other stuff?
I don't know. I should retract that because I don't know these people. This
Right.
is just the shit that I've read
This is a lot
online
of-
about them,
yeah.
right? Who knows? Humans are complex.
Mhm.
Am I a really good person 100% of the time? No.
No.
Can I be a dick?
Yes.
Okay. So who am I to say?
Mhm.
But when I'm as a consumer,
Yes.
it's so disappointing to
I know.
hear and read things about these people that you
He's another one.
enjoy their craft or their art.
Yep. And I've always enjoyed Maroon 5 songs. Again,
Mhm.
I've never been like, oh my God, I have to get the new album or anything like that. But
Mhm,
I did
mhm.
see them perform live. He's fantastic live.
Mhm, mhm.
Um,
He was a child actor, I think.
was he really?
He's been in the entertainment world for a long time.
Well, he grew up in LA, so that doesn't surprise me. But I didn't know he was a
Yeah,
child actor.
I think he was a child actor.
I remember he acted in one season of American Horror Story.
Who hasn't been on that
Oh,
show?
that's a good point. That is a good point. But he's another person, Adam Levine, who I was kind of like, didn't know anything about, didn't give two thoughts about until he was on The Voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I became a huge fan of his.
Oh, yeah.
He's a really, like, again, he has so much music knowledge and so much appreciation for music from different genres.
Mhm.
And he's just a really good coach.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like, all the coaches on that, you can tell that they really care about fostering new talent. So I
What
don't
do you
know.
think of his voice?
I like his voice. It's not the kind of voice I definitely, like, it's not a go-to voice for me,
Hmm.
but it's a really kind of fun, pop, catchy voice.
Yeah, it seems like a good voice for
Yeah.
the kind of music that they make because it's not there's not a lot of depth to it. I don't
No,
find.
it's very thin,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he does a lot of falsetto,
Yeah.
but it's good for what he does.
He is sexy.
He
I'll
is
give him that.
sexy.
Except for all the tattoos. It's
A
unfortunate
lot of
that
tattoos.
he's covered in tattoos,
Yeah.
top to bottom, right?
Yeah, that's in his bloodstream. That's not good.
Yeah.
Um,
Justin Bieber's another one. Beautiful, beautiful man.
Yeah.
Covered his body in
Mm-hmm.
tattoos.
You know that Pete Davidson got
Yeah.
all his tattoos removed, or at
Oh.
least the bulk of them removed. That must have taken a long time
Yeah, yeah.
and must have been super painful. I don't understand the tattoo removal process.
Yeah.
How do they get the ink out?
I think they laser your skin.
Oh,
So it goes down into the,
don't you get scars if
I
they're
don't know,
burning
probably.
layers of skin?
Yeah.
That's gross.
Anyways, well, yeah, so Maroon 5.
Sugar.
Sugar.
Yes, please. It is a great video. You
Yep.
should go see it. It's a fun video where he makes so
Yeah.
many couples happy.
And that was a thing for a while where these musicians would show up at
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just
Taylor
for this
Swift
video.
used to do that.
Really?
Yeah. She would show up
Oh.
at people's weddings. She'd sing
Oh my
songs.
God.
Yeah. Ed Sheeran.
Okay, I can see Ed Sheeran doing it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there's another one. Who's the other one that I just saw? I didn't just see, but I've seen it. I don't know. There's somebody else that Oh,
Okay.
Josh Groban, I think it was. I
Oh,
saw a
that would be
video where
interesting.
he did that.
He's got a great voice too.
Yeah.
I love his voice.
Um,
All right.
Any lyrics from that song? I don't think we should even bother
You
with
know
the
what?
lyrics because
Yeah.
all of the lyrics for these songs, they're either sexual
Sexual?
innuendos
Mhm.
or, kind of like Saccharine, the 50s, 60s Saccharine sweet,
Yes. Bebop
sugar
songs.
equals love type
Which
of thing.
which is still kind of like sexual in a way, right? Like they're all kind of
Well,
sexual
I wouldn't
or
say sexual.
yeah, maybe
From
they're
back
like
then, I don't think they're sexual, but I think they're more it's tied to love.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
a metaphor for love.
In all of its ways. Some of the other songs that I love that have that sugar in their title, Watermelon Sugar.
Yes, Harry Styles,
Oh.
Watermelon Sugar. Watermelon sugar high.
Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Tastes
That
like
was
strawberry
what is that song?
on a summer evening.
What is it about?
I mean, I think it's just about.
You don't know, do you?
I don't know.
Okay, well, while you're looking that up, so that Harry Styles album, I've talked about this before.
I know exactly what it's about, Mike.
Okay.
It's about the sweetness of life, okay? Styles has also confirmed it refers to the female orgasm.
Okay, there we go. So it is sexy.
Well.
Yeah.
Love me some Harry.
Well, before I was cut off, I was going to say
Yes.
that Harry Styles album was a staple in our house. So I've talked about this before in previous episodes. Don does the cooking. Usually when he's cooking, he's got a glass of wine, there's music playing, and we go through these phases. So Tegan and Sarah, when we were living at our old house, that was like a staple at that time of day. So anytime I hear Tegan and Sarah, it always takes me back to our kitchen, Don cooking.
Yeah.
And Watermelon Sugar, Harry Styles, that's another one.
I love this song, even though the lyrics, I mean, I sing this song, but I don't really pay attention to the lyrics. But now that I know it's about the female orgasm, I'm going to deep dive into it. I'm going to deep dive. Not into the, well, anyways, let's
into
just
the
move
song.
on.
Okay.
Into the song, yeah.
Yeah. Now you mentioned Def Leppard.
Yes.
Pour some
sugar.
Okay, but
on
wait,
me.
how does it start? Love me like a bomb, baby, come on, get it on. Living like a lover with a red eye, something. Love me like a tramp, like a video vamp. Demolition woman, can I be your man? Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Rise a little, dazzle a little, flash a little light.
Right?
Television, come on, baby, go all night. Sometime, anytime, sugar be sweet.
My God.
Little Mr. Innocent, sugar me, yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, you know all the words.
Oh, I love Def Leppard.
I like the part when he goes, take a bottle,
Shake it up. Break the bubble. Break it up. Pour some sugar on me.
I wonder what this is about. Like,
So this is definitely innuendo about sex.
yeah.
Cause I'm hot, too hot to get sweet from my
Sexual.
head to my feet.
Okay.
I went to see Def Leppard on this tour.
Really?
Yes, it was amazing.
When was this?
This was in 1989.
Oh my God, it must have been sweet.
It was great. And their stage, I had never been to a concert like this before. Their stage was set up at center ice
Okay.
from,
So it was like circular. The audience was all around?
yeah.
Oh.
And it went the width of the arena
Okay.
right across. The drummer
Uh-huh.
was on a circular stage platform, and the drummer had been in an accident and lost his arm. But he learned how to play the
right.
drums with one arm, and he was on this circular platform playing drums, and it spinned around. And this was the song that they opened the concert to. And the way they had the arena set up and their stage set up, they had these huge white curtains. And it was like this big box, big white box,
Okay.
like a sugar cube.
Oh my God, that's cute.
So the lights went down and the inside of the box started filling up with smoke. And they had if you know the song, they had like the guitar riff happening and like just all the sound.
Yeah.
And the box started filling with smoke. The smoke was coming out. And then when it hit the beginning of the song, the curtains disappeared. The lights came on. There were lasers. It was so friggin' cool. Oh my God. I got goosebumps talking about it.
What a start. What a way. Starting out with a bang, eh?
It was amazing. It was such an amazing concert. Amazing song to start off their concert with. And the entire show was just like
Amazing?
it was amazing. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned their one-armed drummer, I realized that I have also seen them
Ah.
at the amphitheater, but it was one of those like one of those shows where there were like 3 or 4 bands
okay, yeah,
from
yeah.
the 80s on the list. But I just remember that specific thing. I was like, does that drummer only have one
Yeah.
arm? And then whoever I was with, can't remember, was like, yeah, this. And then they told me the whole story. I was like, oh my God, that is
Yeah.
incredible.
An amazing drummer.
Still,
Yeah.
how?
Yeah, I know.
How?
Well, that's talent.
Yeah, that is talent. Man.
So yeah, I have some very good memories of that.
Yes.
Love Def Leppard. And the thing is, Def Leppard was a band that my brother loved.
Okay.
He loved heavy metal.
Right.
And so this was more on the lighter pop side of his heavy metal love. And that was something that I was like, oh yeah, I could totally get into this. So I became a big fan.
I feel like that era, like the 80s and rock, there were a lot of songs
Glam
kind
rock.
of around this.
Glam rock, is that what it was called?
Well,
Because there was like Twisted Sister.
there was hair rock,
yeah.
right? Or hair metal. I don't know. But
Hair metal? Yeah.
like that whole era, because another
Whitesnake.
song, Sweet Child of Mine,
Oh, yeah.
Guns N' Roses, like, oh my God, they had some amazing songs.
But that doesn't have sugar in it, does it?
Sweet Child, it has sweet. It doesn't have sugar.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's get rid of that one.
Another 80s song, though. 1987.
Yes.
Echo and the Bunnymen. Lips Like Sugar.
I don't know that one.
Lips like sugar. Sugar kisses.
No,
Lips like sugar. You don't know that one?
not at all.
I don't know any of the other lyrics, but those are the only lyrics I remember.
Okay. Yeah, don't know that song.
Don't
at
know that
all.
song? So 87, yeah, I was 18, so that all reminds me of high school.
Do you remember the song "The Sweetest Taboo"? But it doesn't have sugar in it. Sorry.
Did you just get carried away with the sweet stuff?
I got carried away with the sweets, because then
Okay.
when I started looking it up, I was like, well, there's just so many that have the word sweet in it, and honey, and like, yeah,
Yeah, no, sugar. That's the theme.
songs with sugar in the title.
Jesus. Okay, little listeners, this is a behind the scenes look at Priya's in-depth research.
Yes, folks, I do it all on the spot, man. It's yeah. But you know, the thing is, like, I did look up songs with sugar, and a lot of them I was just like, I don't know what this is. I
Okay,
don't know.
well, you're looking at the screen now. Tell me one.
Okay, spoonful of sugar.
There's a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down.
That's from Mary
Medicine
Poppins, is
go
it?
down. Yeah.
Okay. Now I just
See?
realized that. What about sugar? We're going down.
I don't know who sings that.
Fall Out Boy
Oh,
in
Fall Out Boy.
2005.
Huh. I don't know that song, but I do know Fall Out Boy.
I mean, I know Fall Out Boy. We talked about them recently, actually.
Yeah.
I don't remember in what context, but there are so many sugar. Okay, Lips Like Sugar. Who sings that?
Lips like sugar.
Is that the one you just
sugar
mentioned? That's the one you just
kisses.
mentioned. Okay, which I still don't remember, and I don't like the sound of it, or maybe I just don't like.
No,
the
it's a good song.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, and then what about like Sugar Babe,
No.
Poison Sugar? Who are these?
Okay. Brown Sugar,
Brown Sugar. Yes, I don't remember that song.
Rolling Stones.
No,
Brown
but I've
sugar.
heard that that's really a controversial song.
They stopped playing that song
Yeah.
live.
Why? What is it about? Is it about?
Well, if you read the lyrics,
Yeah.
it starts off where it's basically talking about the lyrics are something like, I can't even remember how it goes, but it's like talks about it's like a white plantation owner raping a black
Right. Okay.
slave.
I knew it was something. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, let's move along then.
Yeah.
Do you have other songs, Mike?
Those were the 5. What? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
4,
there's not a
5,
lot.
6. I had 6 songs that I
Okay, and that
had
you know.
selected. Yeah, my last one was going to be Sugar Sugar.
I know. Because for your birthday. Mike, what are you going to do for your birthday this year?
Don is going to be in town for my birthday this year.
Mm-hmm. What do you
it'll
mean?
be the
Is he
first
not?
time. Usually he's away at conferences.
Oh.
So he's going to be around, and we're going to do some Pride stuff.
Yep.
And we're just going to hang out. So my birthday falls on a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the Friday off.
Okay. Not
And-
the Thursday?
Well, I took the Thursday off.
Oh, and the
sorry.
Friday.
I
I
always
see.
take my birthday off.
Okay.
Always take it off.
As you
We
should.
celebrated my birthday together last year, remember?
But what did we do?
We went for lunch.
Yes, we did. Along on
at the Japanese place.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, I took my birthday off. Always take my birthday off.
Mhm.
Highly recommend people should take their birthday off if it
100%.
falls on a work day.
Yes.
And so I took the Friday off, and it's the long weekend here in Canada with July 1st. So Monday and Tuesday, the university is closed.
So you
I
got a
have a
whole
nice
week
long
almost.
weekend.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You have like 6 days off.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I know. Yeah, it's gonna
Are
be
you going to
fun.
go away or do anything?
No,
You're
we're
just
just
gonna be in
staying here
town and
because it's
enjoy?
Pride weekend. Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to have like a celebration, dinner or something?
Oh, we'll probably go out for dinner or something
But
like
I mean,
that.
like where other people can attend and celebrate you? I mean, me. I'm talking about me, Mike.
No. You know what? You have a housewarming come up. You can
I
have a
know.
birthday cake there.
I will have a birthday cake for you. But I will also take you out for dinner. So let's do something for your birthday.
Okay. All right.
Because you're going to be how old?
I don't know anymore.
Like 56?
Yes.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
How old do you feel?
In my head,
Yes.
I don't feel that old.
Okay.
I mean, I feel seasoned.
Seasoned. Well,
I don't know how that feels, but it's like I'm still kind of goofy and immature in some ways.
And God, I hope you never change.
Yeah. I don't know. Some days I
No,
think,
no. Why? What's the point? That's the fun. That's the fun in life.
Yeah. Well, but my body feels old sometimes. Yeah.
There's
But-
no avoiding that.
No.
What was your favorite age?
I would say my favorite age was my 30s.
Okay. Like, is there in a specific year or just like that
No.
time period?
That
You felt-
decade was great.
Okay.
I was so stressed out about turning 30.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was in a depression leading up to my 30th birthday.
Why? What was it about that number?
I think it was like leaving your 20s behind.
Right?
And, I don't even know where I got that feeling from, but the whole idea of being in your 20s and how great the 20s is supposed to be. The 20s were fine, and I had, really good friends and, my life was just starting. And then, so I think I was like super stressed about turning 30.
Mhm.
And then when I turned 30, it was literally like 2 weeks after it kind of hit me. I'm like, whoa, hold on a second here. So I'm 30 and I felt like I was being taken more seriously in general
Okay.
because you're in your 30s now. So you're an quote unquote adult.
Mm-hmm.
And, when you're in your 20s, oh, what do 20-year-olds know?
Right.
There's that kind of thing going on in my head. So, I kind of quickly caught on that, you could, when you're in your 30s, people take you more seriously, but you're still young enough to be, still fun. That doesn't mean like you all of a sudden turn into this, boring adult.
Right. Do you feel like you're a boring adult now?
There are times, yeah. Yeah, I definitely do. But then just so many things happened in my 30s, and I came out.
Well,
That
that's
was a
what
big one.
That's what I was wondering if that was part of the reason that it was your
Definitely.
favorite. Yeah.
That definitely contributed to it.
Mhm.
And then I just so many things in my life changed in my 30s. I moved to Toronto. I met Dawn.
Yeah. What? Wait, how long have you known Dawn?
Dawn and I met. I was 38, I think,
Wow,
or
okay.
39.
Okay.
Yeah.
So coming on 20 years,
Yeah.
closing in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about this era? If we're going to talk about eras,
Mm.
how do you feel about this era of your life?
Oh, I think it's interesting because, and I think I've mentioned this before, where I'm approaching an age now where I don't have my whole life ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
I have enough experience in life that I'm slightly jaded on certain things.
Mhm.
I don't have a lot of fucks to give about some other
Yep.
things. And there's
Yeah, I know. what you-
I feel a bit liberated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feel a bit liberated by not caring about certain things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? I
It
love
is.
that.
It is. But with the balance of that
Mhm.
is, people in my generation are coming down with some significant health problems or
Mhm.
they're dying, and so there's this feeling a bit like you're rushing the like you're like a ball or a boulder rolling down
Right.
a hill, and it's picking up speed, and I feel like I'm racing towards the end.
Yeah.
And I haven't yet figured out what I want to do with my life or how I want to spend my time.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of interests that I have. There's a lot of things that I want to do. This podcast, being on this podcast and creating this podcast is a direct result of this feeling of what am I waiting for?
Right.
Life is going by fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a real mixed bag.
Mostly good? What would you say? What's the percentage?
Yeah, I definitely mostly good. I mean, I have a very good life. I have lots of good things in my life that outweigh the bad things, and I have a wonderful marriage. I have wonderful family. I have really good friends, and yeah. So
And you have Riva.
yeah, of course, she's my family, my baby
Hello,
girl.
Riva.
Mhm.
Well, you might feel sometimes like you're boring, but I will say that anytime Mike comes out, Mike brings the party. Mike is the most fun. You are the most fun.
Well, thank you.
And even though it's always ridiculousness, like I love that anytime that you come out, we have the best time.
Do we want to tell them about our dinner yesterday? So yesterday we went out. So right now in Toronto, there's Taste of Little Italy, and so there's this festival. They block off the street, and so Priya texted to say she was coming to Taste Little Italy, and if I'm around to meet her. So I met up with her, and she had her girlfriends Sue and Mira.
Yeah.
And so I met up with them. Then we found a place to get a drink, and we ordered food. And Sue, bless her, she's like,
Oh my God, this was hilarious.
we were talking about what to order. And I said, well, have these sliders with us. And she's like, oh, no, I can't. It's too much bread. And I just don't like it in my stomach. So I was like, oh, okay. And so she orders the salad. The salad comes.
Caesar salad.
A Caesar salad. Sure does the salad. It comes and she's like, $17 for a fucking Caesar salad and there's only 4 fucking croutons. And I was like, you just finished complaining about not having enough bread, but you want croutons.
And then Mike proceeds to take one layer of one of his sliders, tosses it onto her bowl, and says, Here, have some croutons.
Have some croutons.
Oh my God, Mike. It was hilarious. And to Sue's credit, she burst out laughing.
Yes.
It was freaking hilarious. And this is what I mean
funny.
by Mike brings the party.
I don't know if that's the best example of me bringing the party, but
well, we had the best time.
It was funny.
You took a situation that just made it so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was the best. But happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you very much.
And everybody else can wish Mike a happy birthday and support him on his bike ride.
Yes.
We're going to post that information, so I hope you'll all partake. I will.
It's not a bike ride, it's a run.
I hope everyone will support Mike on his run.
Yeah.
Just ignore what I just said.
I'm just going to cut all that out,
baby. Okie dokie.
All right, are we done?
I think we're done for this episode, guys. It's been great to have you back, Mike.
Thank you very much.
It felt like you were gone forever.
Well, I leave a hole.
I'm not going to touch that. I could say 100 different dirty things.
All right, little listeners. Well, thanks for tuning into this episode, and we will see you next week.
Yeah.
Write in, connect with us, send us some messages.
You know how to do all the things. You know how to find us.
Yeah. How do they do it, Priya?
On Insta, it's The Little Podcast. And you can also email us, lifeisinthelyrics@gmail.com.
All right, that's it. Thank you, little listeners, and see you next Wednesday.
Watermelon sugar.
Hi.
Watermelon sugar. Hi. Watermelon sugar. Hi. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me.